Good morning, my dear students. So, today in this session, we are going to learn derivations of elemental stiffness matrix for a truss element. So, the relation between the nodal displacement of a truss element in a local coordinate as well as in a global coordinate. The relation between the local coordinate as well as global coordinate, we got the equation is Q dash equal to L into Q. So we have in the last derivations in which we got two displacement Q1 and Q2. This Q1 and Q2, what we can say, I told you, we can say as global nodal displacement, and L we can say as transformation matrix, and Q dash we can say as nodal displacement matrix, we can say. Okay dear, so we are going to learn. Let us see this figure, then you can easily understand. So this is our x coordinate and this is our y coordinate. We have two nodes, this is node 1 and this is node 2, of it is total length from node 1 to the node 2 is the length from first node to second node is LE, and this line or this bar is making the angle of theta with the horizontal axis, as well as phi is making the angle with the vertical axis. So the node 1 is they having the displacement in x direction as well as in a y direction. It is represented by x1 y1. Okay, the load is acting at a point of 1, they making the displacement is x1 y1. The load is acting at a point of 2, they making the displacement is x2 y2. So if you the same figure, if you result in this way, this is a 0 x coordinate, y coordinate, this bar is lies in between x and y coordinate. The total length of a bar is LE. We have the two nodes, the first node and the second node, and the first node the displacement is x1 y1 and x2 y2. If you draw one vertical line, it is represented by this first vertical line y2 minus y1. In the horizontal axis we have to represent by x2 minus x1. This is horizontal axis, this is a vertical axis. Okay dear, then this how to resolve, how to get this equation, again I will repeat. First one, you need to draw one vertical axis like this, as well as you need to draw one horizontal axis. This first point and second point is intersect at this point. So for that reason we can say that in the horizontal axis is x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1. In a vertical direction, in the vertical axis we can represent by y2 minus y1. Clear? I hope so, no one is having the confusion here. So actually what is our intention is there, what is the relation between the nodal displacement of a trusses in a local as well as in a global coordinate. So we have the equation is, okay, Q dash is equal to L into Q. So Q dash, what we can say? We can say as the local nodal displacement. What we can say here? Q dash we can say as local nodal displacement. Clear? So it is represented by Q dash. We have the two local nodal displacement is Q1 dash and Q2 dash. Clear? And this L is nothing but transformation matrix. So L equal to L m 0 0 0 0 L m. So L what we can say here? We can say as cos theta, m we can say as the sin theta. Already we studied in the last derivation. Is it right? This is the cos theta, sin theta 0 0 0 0 cos theta, and this is the sin theta. Clear? The L nothing but transformation matrix. What about the Q? The Q nothing but the global nodal displacement. What we can say? Q nothing but the nodal displacement we can say. So how many we have the nodal displacement? We have the 4, Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Is it right? So after that we need to go for elemental stiffness matrix for a truss element based on the one dimension. So in the one dimension already we studied this problematic part in the first unit. K dash is equal to A1 E1 by L1, 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. So this A what we can say here? A nothing but area of cross sections of a element, of a truss element we can say. E nothing but Young's modulus, or we can say as modulus of elasticity, and L nothing but length of the trusses member, and K dash is represent the elemental stiffness matrix in a local coordinate system. Clear? Then after that we need to develop the elemental stiffness matrix in a global coordinate system. We need to develop the elemental stiffness matrix in a global coordinate system. For that reason we are using the formula of strain energy concept we are following here. So strain energy is nothing but 1 by 2 K dash into Q2 dash. So what is actually formula? The strain energy formula we have 1 by 2 K dash into Q square. So this Q square we are split in this form, 1 by 2 Q1 dash transpose K dash as it is Q square. Q square. So this Q square we are split in the form of 1 and 1 here. If the bases are same, the power should be added. If you add this power, it make as the power is Q square. Is it right? So this equation I am representing here. UE nothing but the strain energy is equal to 1 by 2 Q1 dash transpose into K dash into Q1 dash. Okay dear? Then so after that Q we got it. What we can say dear? So this Q nothing but we can say as the nodal displacement we can say, or we can say as local nodal displacement we can say. And this K nothing but we know very well the elemental stiffness matrix in a local coordinate system. K nothing but elemental stiffness matrix in a local coordinate system. What about the Q dash? Q dash nothing but same, the local nodal displacement. What we can say? Local nodal displacement, and this Q dash Q1 dash transpose also local nodal displacement we can represent. So actually what we got the formula Q dash, we got the formula is here. Let us see. We have the formula actually Q dash, we have the formula is L into Q. Q dash we have the formula is L into Q. So if it is transpose will be there, then you need to keep as it is only. Clear? Q dash nothing but L into Q. Upon transpose is there, you need to represent as transpose, and K dash into Q dash nothing but same as it is Q nothing but L into Q. 1 by 2 as it is L into T transpose, Q into T transpose, K dash into L into Q. So if you observe here 1 by 2 as it is, okay, here we are taking as Q transpose outside, the remaining term should be L transpose K dash into L, remaining should be Q, we are keeping outside. Okay dear, so we know very well regarding this L dash into K dash into L, we can say as elemental stiffness matrix. What we can say? Elemental stiffness matrix in a global coordinate system. L dash into K dash into L, we can say as elemental stiffness matrix in a global coordinate system. So for that reason we can represent here K should be equal to L transpose into K dash into L. So instead of L dash, L transpose into K dash into L, we need to represent the value of K. We need to represent the value of K. Wherever L dash L transpose into K dash into L will be there, you need to keep the value of K. Clear? After that this whole value become as k into q. So it is considered as equation number 1. So we know very well where L, what we can say, L nothing but transformation matrix. So we can represent in this form L m 0 0 0 0 L m. L transpose nothing but this horizontal direction we need to convert in the vertical direction. So transpose, is it right? So this all the form in row wise. So we need to keep in a vertical direction. If you are representing by L transpose, L m, first L m 0 0 L m 0 0 and this 0 0 L m 0 0 L m. Clear? After that the k nothing but we know very well elementary stiffness matrix in a local coordinate system. If clear, this is k is equal to a1 e1 by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. After that we need to substitute in this above equation. The first of all what we need to find out, we need to find out the value of k. So what is the formula of k? We have the formula of k is L transpose into k dash into L. We have the formula, is it right? L transpose into k dash into L. First of all we need to find out the value of k. Okay, so k nothing but the elementary stiffness matrix in a global coordinate system we need to find out. So first of all we need to find out L transpose into k dash. L transpose value how much is there? L 0 m 0 0 L 0 m, L 0 m 0 0 L 0 m. After that k dash value how much is there? A e by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. After that here the a e by L we need to keep outside. Then we need to cross multiply this row into this first column. Okay, L into L, it should be L. Okay dear, m into 1 should be how much dear? It should be, let us see over here, L into L, it should be L. L into minus L should be how much? Minus L. Minus m into 1, it should be how much dear? It should be m. Again this should be how much? M into minus m, it should be minus m. Again here 0 into this value should be how much? 0. Okay, again this L we are multiplying this value, L into minus L, it should be minus L, and L into plus L, it should be plus L. Again this bottom value, if you multiply 0 all become should be 0 only. This m into minus m into plus 1, it should be m. I think so it's the small doubt the student is having. Let us see, I will confuse the doubt. Let us see, this L we need to multiply above value, okay, in this form like this, L into L, it should be L. L into minus 1, it should be how much? Minus L. Clear? Again this both two value, m into 1, it should be m value. Okay, m into minus 1, it should be how much? Minus m. This above both, this L and m we need to multiply by first value. Clear? I hope so no one is having the confusion. This bottom, this L and m, this bottom L and m we need to multiply by bottom value. Clear? Like this. So L into here, this L into minus L, this should be minus L. L into plus 1, it should be plus 1. M into minus 1 minus m, m into plus 1, it should be plus m. Clear? I hope so no one is having that doubt. Clear? After that we got the value of L transpose into k dash. Clear? K equal to L transpose into k dash into L. So we got L transpose into K dash value, we got up to here, that much. AE by LE, L minus L, M minus M minus L, L minus M, M. We got it. And this L, so L nothing but transformation matrix. We have the value is L, M, 0, 0, 0, 0, L, M. Okay, dear. Again, we need to multiply this term. Okay, this AE by LE. First of all, you need to multiply these two row, this R1 and R2. How to multiply? Let us see over here. L into L, L into L. It should be L square. Okay. Okay, now dear. Done. L into M. It should be M L. L into M. It should be L M. Clear? This is over. After that, again you need to multiply. Minus L into L minus L into L, it will become as minus L square. Again minus L into M minus M into L. Clear here? I hope so. No one is having that doubt. Again come to here. We need to multiply this M into L, M L. M into this L, M L. Clear? Again M into M, M square. Clear? Again this is over. Again this minus, we need to multiply this form. Minus M into L minus ML. Clear? Minus M into L minus ML minus M into M. It should be how much here? It should be minus M1, sorry, minus M square. Clear? So this means that this above two row you need to multiply with this first row. This above two row we need to multiply with first row. Again this bottom row, you need to multiply by bottom, or we can say as second row. Clear? This R1 R2 you need to multiply by R1 value. Clear? This is R1 row value, and this R3 and R4 you need to multiply by R2 value. Clear here? Then let us see in the bottom. Minus L into L square. Clear? Again minus L into M minus M into L. Again come to this point. L into L square, L into M, ML we can say. After that minus M into L minus M L minus M into M minus M square. This is over. Again come to this point. M into L ML, M into M square. Clear here? I hope so. No one is having the confusion. So I told you wherever L will be there, you can represent the value of cos theta. L is equal to cos theta, M is equal to sin theta. You can represent this value or this value. It is depending upon your choice. You can easily able to solve the problem. AE by LE. So here the L nothing but, let us see above figure. L nothing but cos square theta. This M nothing but, so L nothing but cos theta into sin theta. We can represent as cos theta into sin theta. Minus L square nothing but cos square theta. M into L nothing but minus cos theta into sin theta. Over. M into L nothing but cos theta into sin theta. This one nothing but sin square theta. And minus M into L nothing but minus cos theta into sin theta. Minus M square nothing but sin square theta. Okay, N nothing but cos square theta minus cos theta into sin theta. This is one cos square theta. This cos theta into sin theta minus cos theta into sin theta minus sin square theta minus cos theta into sin theta, and M square nothing but sin square theta. Clear? So after that the nodal force can be resolved in a two directions. So it may be in the x component as well as, or it may be y component, in a x component or it may be y component. Okay, so then let F1 and F2 be the force along this direction, in a x direction, forces acting in a x direction, as well as the forces is acting in a y direction. We can represent here Fx, above we can represent as Fy. Is it right? At the node 1. At the node 2, if you want to discuss the nodal force also resolve in a x and y component. Let us see, we are talking about, we got, this is the first point and this is, okay, this is our second point. So we can represent here, let F1, this is force F1. Okay, let us see, this force F1 F2 be the force along which component here, along x component as well as along y component. The force F1 and F2 along x component as well as in the y component is acting at a node of 1. The force F3 and F4, the force F3 and F4 is along x and y component is acting at a node of 2. The forces is acting at a node of 2, or we can resolve in this way. Let us see here, this is F1, and this is F2. Above we can resolve this is F3 and here this is F4. Clear? So let the force F1 and F2 be the force along x and y component is acting where? At the node 1, and the force F3 and F4 be the force along which component here? Along x and y component, but they are acting at the node 2. They are acting at a node 2. Clear? Then after that we can easily find out the finite element equation for a truss element. We have the equation is K Q equal to F. So already we stated that the K nothing but the elemental stiffness matrix and Q nothing but the nodal displacement matrix and F nothing but the nodal force vector. Clear? Then we can represent in this form. K, we have the formula is AE by LE, because already we got the value K. Is it right? AE by LE, this whole the value, the whole the equation we need to represent here. L square ML minus L square minus ML, ML M square minus ML minus M square. In this form we have to represent. The Q nothing but we have the 4 nodal displacement. We have Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. We have the 4 nodal forces acting, F1, F2, F3 and F4. Clear? After that we need to find out the stress calculations we need to find out. So if you want to find out the stress calculations in a local coordinate system for a one-dimensional element, sigma is equal to E into B into Q. Clear? So B is a strain matrix. B can, or we can say as strain displacement matrix we can say. So B can represent by 1 by LE is equal to, sorry, 1 by LE minus 1 1. Clear? And this Q dash we can say as the local nodal displacement. We can say the Q dash we can say as local nodal displacement. What we can say here? Local nodal displacement. Okay, the q dash, this q dash we can say as local nodal displacement we can say. So after that we need to make the relations between the local and global coordinate systems, in which we have to make the relation. So what is the relation? Is the summation. So this sigma is indicate that how much maximum stress is acting on this each component we need to find out. Sigma is equal to E into B into Q. So E is, as it is, that these indicate that modulus of elasticity, or we can say as Young's modulus. Is it right? So B is how much we got here? B is the 1 by LE minus 1 and the Q, we have the formula is Q dash, not Q here, Q dash. Okay, the Q dash, instead of Q dash we can represent by L into Q. So L we can say as transformation matrix is L m 0 0 0 0 L m, and Q nothing but we can say as the global nodal displacement is Q1 Q2 Q3 and Q4. Okay dear, after that so let us see, again you need to multiply this equation. So sigma is equal to E into 1 E by LE. Just you need to multiply this row into this one, minus 1 into L minus L. Okay, I hope so. It is not visible properly, maybe. Okay, let us, why it is coming. Okay, let us see. So E into 1, it should be E by LE. So just you have to multiply these terms, minus 1 into L minus L minus 1 into M minus M. So first of all you need to multiply here this one, this first row into this first row, again this first row into this second row. So how to multiply? Let us see over here. Minus 1 into L minus L, 1 into M, it should be, which one here, sorry, minus 1 into L, it should be minus L, minus 1 into M, it should be how much? Minus M. First of all you need to multiply by minus 1 into L, it should be minus L, minus 1 into M, it should be minus M. After that, this second point, this 1 into L, it should be plus L, and 1 into M plus M. Clear? And Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. So this sigma is indicate that it is a stress in a local as well as in a global coordinate. Already we have solved the finite element equation. Okay, so I hope so no one is having the doubt regarding the derivation of the elemental stiffness matrix for a truss element. I hope so. If you have the small doubt regarding these sessions, please write down in the comment box, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel dear. Thank you.